Walkways as well, which was a
Gizzard
that we had before. Do you know this one?
Yeah. Brilliant. Love it. What about that one? I've seen you use that occasionally.
This one is a 1955 Les Paul Jr. It used to belong to the guitarist from the Sex Pistols, Steve Jones.
Oh, right, yeah. What about that one? Looks like a bit of a jazz guitar.
Yeah, that's an old ES5 Gibson that I got from Greg Lake.
From Emerson, Lake and Palmer.
That's the one.
Yeah, an old band that.
Right.
Pink one? Strat?
The pink one's an old 1961 salmon pink Strat like the Shadows used to play.
Yeah, now I've seen a lot of guys play Strats, and yet they all seem to make it sound different. How come?
Well, different players can make guitars sound completely different just by the way they touch the strings and the fingering techniques and all that. It's down to the individual player.
And I notice you've got a lot of old guitars here. Has that got anything to do with the sound?
Yeah, well, older guitars tend to sort of mellow with age, you know, as they get older, they get a warmer tone, so I like them.
What about the little one? Is that a bit of a joke guitar or a child's guitar?
Yeah, that's really just like a novelty. I picked it up in Tokyo for about $2 bob, you know. It was sort of sitting in a shop there, but you can't really play it properly.
What do you think is a good age to start? Because is that an ideal guitar for a starter?
No, because if you look at the neck on this guitar, it's a very short scale neck. It's a whole miniature guitar, and this is the proper length of a neck. So even if you're very young and you've got small fingers, you should learn on the proper scale neck. Sure. And then when you move on to other guitars, it's always going to be the same.
Now, I'm thinking of buying a new Alecki. Can you give me some tips? Because the service isn't usually very good in the shops, is it?
No, the trouble is, what they do is with kids, when they go and they put them through a bunch of effects and they sound great, even though it's only a cheap guitar, you should pick a guitar up and play it without even plugging it into the amplifier. And if it sounds good then it's going to sound better when you plug it in.
If it sounds good when it's bad, it's going to sound great.
That's right.
What about the acoustic? Is that part of your collection?
Well, that was like a present, but the thing about that is I haven't got anywhere to put this. As you said, I've got a vast collection of guitars, so I was thinking...
You're not giving it away, are you?
Well, I was thinking about it, actually.
You're joking?
Well...
No, I couldn't take that off you, mate, because I've already got an acoustic, but I know someone who will. Do you hear that, then? Gary Moore, the man himself, is going to give away his guitar. So what I'm going to do, if it's a Gary Moore guitar, we're going to have a Gary Moore competition. I'll think of a question to ask you. I know, obvious one, isn't it? What was the old famous band that Gary used to be in before he formed his own band? Quite an easy one, so you got to cast your mind back. I promise you I won't enter the competition because I fancy that guitar myself. If you think you know the answer, stick it on a postcard and send it to me, Neil, here at the house, and just put on the bottom guitar competition. It helps Kim sort the mail out. And send it to the usual address. That's number 73, P.O. Box 73, Maidstone, Kent, ME15 6RS. What was Gary's old band? Good luck with that competition. Right, doorbell. Give us a few little effects on that. I know you just don't play straight on stage. You've got some tricks lined up.
Yeah, I use some different sound effects.
Let's hear some tricks.
This is like a police siren. So that's one of them. And I've got this one which is sort of like a Honda 500. Fall off. Right.
Got another one.
Well, this is one like it's kind of like a dive bomber effect. And you just hit one of these harmonics.
It's so realistic. Have you got anything that might be a bit more doorbellish?
Well, I've got these harmonics which might sound like a bell if you play it like...